I want to go over mobility limitations and devices. Here we want to talk about the scope and maybe the scale of people who have different abilities to get around, different mobility levels, and their need for devices because of the limitations placed on their mobility. And we're going to start at the top and work our way down. So number one is someone who is fully ambulatory, someone who can get around and walk with no limitations whatsoever. If they have no limitations to their ability to get around, to walk around, they are a full ambulator. Second is someone who can walk short distances unaided, but they do use a wheelchair occasionally, especially outside the home. So they can walk short distances, they can get around, but they have some limitations. They use a wheelchair occasionally, especially outside the home. This is number two, a marginal ambulator. So they are marginally ambulatory. They can walk around some, they need some help. Three is someone who can propel themselves in a manual wheelchair, whether with upper or lower extremities. They don't walk around, but they can get around fine in a manual wheelchair. This person is a manual wheelchair user. Fourth, we have the person who has even more limitations. This is a person who uses a manual wheelchair part of the time, but a powered wheelchair part of the time. They are a marginal manual wheelchair user. This person may have injuries of the upper extremities or some other reason why a manual wheelchair use is not the most efficient thing for them. And then finally, at level 5, we have someone who cannot propel themselves independently in a manual wheelchair at all. They have no self-ability to propel. They are totally or severely mobility impaired user. This person has usually a powered mobility base, a dependent mobility base, and that is their only option for independent mobility. So we go from no limitations, full ambulator, through the various limitations down to the severely mobility impaired, where they have to have complete powered mobility base to have any sort of independent mobility at all. And that's just, like I said, just a brief overview of mobility limitations and devices as they relate to those mobility limitations. If you'd like to learn more, there's a link beneath this video to a website. Click on that link, it'll take you there to get that information. And also on that site, you'll find a link to an ebook that's ready for immediate download.